Hello, my friends, how are you? I hope you are doing great. Welcome to today's YouTube video. I apologize sincerely, my friend, because it's have been a long time since I have shared the video. I had been working on my internship app. I have just finished it along with the report and everything related to it, and now I have a lot of time to create these videos. I know that is not a constructive excuse. I should have shared or upload videos even if I had been working on my internship project, because this is what uh, make the difference between a professional and an amateur. So my friend, now let's jump right into what I have extracted from today's reading session. So, my friend, I'm currently reading, as we all know, the book How to Influence People, which is one of the greatest books on building good human relationships. As we all know, my friend, AI it has become extremely powerful, and technical engineering it is becoming less and less important, and we need really to focus on honing our human engineering skills, how to influence people, how to make friends easily. That's what really matters in today's world. So my friend, what I have gathered from today's reading session is how to become a good conversationalist, and this is what the chapter is titled. And oh, my friend, I'm currently sure that you are currently thinking that in order to become a good conversationalist, we must be good at storytelling, at choosing or picking good words, and by talking brilliantly. The majority of people think that this is what make a good conversationalist, but you will be really astonished. But why? But what I'm going to share with you, because being a good conversationalist it requires being a good listener. It requires listening attentively to the other person. Now, my friend, I will share with you some lesson that had been mentioned by the author. The greatest thing about this book is that the author he had been practicing all his strategies in his day-to-day life, and just experiment with them, and also he asked his student to do the same. So my friend, the author, one day had been invited into a bridge party, and the woman he had approached him, he knew a bit about his background, and she knew that he had traveled all the Europe. So she was very eager and enthusiastic to hear about his experiment in Europe. But at some point in the conversation, the author he knew that she had visited just one country in uh, in uh, in Africa. So he had asked her to share his experience on this country. And you know, my friend, what you might have noticed is that the author had shifted the conversation, and he started asking the woman questions about her experience rather than just sharing with her what so I think, my friend, that this story it gets a bit tangled, so we'll try to reconstruct it. My friend, the author, once he noticed or he recognized that the woman she had also traveled into Africa, he stopped sharing with her his experience, and just he started providing her with question. And like that, this woman she had expanded her ego by sharing her experience and the places that she has traveled in it. Because as we have mentioned, my friend, at the beginning of the video, is that people all they want is just good listeners, not a good talker. Another story, my friend, of the author is one day he had went into an event, and he met there a botanist. And the author, he mentioned that his knowledge of botany, it is similar to his knowledge of the anatomy of a penguin, which means he didn't had any knowledge regarding botany. All he had done is just he had listened to this botanist attentively all throughout the event. He had provided him with undivided attention. And can you imagine that, my friend? That this botanist had told him that the author was a good conversationalist, while the author, he didn't say anything all throughout the conversation. That also, my friend, strengthen the idea that to be a good conversationalist, it requires being a good listener, is to be interested on other people, make them interesting. uh, my friend, the author had crammed this chapter with a lot of stories that really emphasize the importance of becoming a good listeners. And if I wanted to share them all, I am sure that this video, it will become lengthy and prolonged, and you will not even bother entering it. For that reason, I have noticed that I didn't get a lot of interaction in on the last videos because they were extremely lengthy. So I'm focusing now on making my videos a bit shorter, so like that you will that this, I think, it will contribute to higher views. Okay, my friend, the last story that I'm going to share with you, it is of Abraham Lincoln. He had been facing a lot of problems, and a lot of problems, and he was confused, and all he have done is just to call one of his old friends, which is a good listener. And once this friend came into his house, all what Lincoln does is watching or sharing with his friend his problems, and he didn't sought any help or nothing. All he wanted just a sympathetic listener, because at the end of the conversation he just told him goodbye, you can go now to your house. He didn't seek any advice or anything that would help him to solve his problem. All he wanted just a good listener. Because my friend, as we all know, sometimes when we are facing problems or difficulties, we want just an attentive listeners to share with him our problems. And unfortunately or sadly, finding a good listener, it is becoming rarer day after day, and this is due to the proliferation of devices and technology. My friend, 2 days ago I wanted to have a conversation with a friend, but unfortunately I was really frustrated because while asking some question to this friend who was about to deliver his presentation, all I wanted is just to share with him some tips on how he can deliver his presentation, and how he can sound eloquently throughout the presentation. But he was unlucky because he had been using his phone excessively, and that really disappointed me, and I didn't share with him these tips. So, my friend, what we can get from this chapter is the next time when you meet a person, all you have to do is, instead of trying to think about a response, all you have to do is just to listen attentively to this person, be interested in what he is saying, because you must be sure that he will share with you things that you don't know. So please do that. That's it, my friend. We have reached the end of this video. I hope that you have extracted some useful knowledge from it, and if you have some tips that will help me to better these videos, please don't hesitate and share them on the comment section.